Welcome to downtown Seattle, Washington, and the ShoWare Center. Tonight, we feature a Western Conference matchup between the Green Bay Chill and the Seattle Mist as both teams look to begin their run at a first playoff appearance. Hello, LFL Nation, and thanks so much for joining us. Alongside Bobby Yuko, I'm Van Earl Wright. And Bobby, a bit of a David versus Goliath matchup tonight. Green Bay coming off a disappointing 1-3 season and having to play in what is arguably the toughest arena for any visiting team and having to battle a loaded Seattle roster. Plus, with the Western Conference so stacked this year, there's really no room for error for either one of these teams.
None at all, Van Earl. LA coming off the championship and Chicago coming right hard behind them. Both these teams, it could be a must game for both of them.
For Green Bay, their shining star is Andy Erler, one of the best quarterbacks in all of the LFL, and truly a wonderful athlete to watch.
Andy Erler coming off an all-LFL candidate year. She was the MVP up there, but tonight she has to go after Jessica Payton as a wide receiver. Jessica Payton, like Megatron, all the abilities, all the physical stature, but sometimes she has mental lapses. She has to play big for Andy Erler tonight.
For Seattle, they have a head coach who is both demanding and innovative in Chris Michelson, and he has a lot of talent on his roster.
That's right. Shay Norton and Christine Moore, two bruisers up front. They both had great off seasons with Michelson. Big games tonight. They could be all FL this year.
Seattle's quarterback is Laurel Creel. Very talented, but been criticized a little bit for her lack of consistency. For more on that, we take you down to the field and the third member of our broadcast team, Lisa Liggett.
Thanks, Van Earl. Well, despite showing great leadership and confidence this past December in the Pacific Cup, Laurel Creel's arm strength and accuracy have been highly criticized in the past. She completed just 36% of her passes last season, so she has to make smarter decisions with the ball. That is, if she wants to be considered among the elite quarterbacks in this league. Back to you guys.
The Misfits have packed the ShoWare Center tonight. It's the Green Bay Chill taking on the Seattle Mist. Kickoff is next. Welcome back inside the ShoWare Center where we are moments away from kickoff. Let's go down to the field where our own Lisa Liggett is caught up with the leader of the Seattle Mist offense. Lisa.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with Mist quarterback Laurel Creel. Now, Laurel, you're arguably one of the most talked about quarterbacks in the league. They give you a hard time. Be honest, how important is it for you to get out there, prove yourself, and quiet those critics down quickly?
Hey, tonight overnight, for myself and the team, we just got to show everybody what we're about. We've been training for a long time. Now it's our time to show everybody what the Mist is for true. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's go.
Thanks, Laurel. Back to you guys.
There's Andy Erler, key player for the Green Bay Chill, leader of this team. She'll handle kickoff duties to get week 2 underway. This building is rocking, Bobby.
I can hardly hear myself, Van Earl. This place is rocking. Seattle came in here very upset for not getting to the playoffs last year. Michelson thought they were the best team in the LFL last year. He's coming in. He told us he wants to go undefeated. And Gilbert Brown has a chip on his shoulder from getting beat bad by Seattle last year.
Here we go. Week 2 of LFL Saturday Night Football underway. Erler's kick sails out of bounds. For the Green Bay Chill, they are really determined. You mentioned the conversation with Gilbert Brown. That had to be one of the more entertaining pregame conversations any announcers have had with the head coach.
The Green Bay Packer great. He didn't tell us a lot. He was scared to tell us, even though we told him we wouldn't go anywhere else. He wants to win this game so bad, he didn't tell us any secrets what he's going to do tonight.
Here comes Laurel Creel and the Seattle Mist offense. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mist from their own 15. Creel working under center on this first down play and immediately going to the air, deep down the right side, incomplete to LaShonda Fowler. There's a look at Laurel Creel's numbers from 2012. 7 TD tosses against just 1 pick. That's pretty good. It is 2nd and 10. The pitch out to Melee Rich, right side, picking up 4 yards. Let's meet the starters for the Seattle offense.
Megan Hansen, center.
Shree Hyatt, wide receiver.
Christine Moore, tight end. LaShonda Fowler, wide receiver.
Jessica Hopkins, wide receiver.
Melee Rich, running back.
Laurel Creel, quarterback.
3rd and 6. Creel on the move, right side, caught complete to Melee Rich. Oh, look at her go! Walking into the end zone. 31 yards for the touchdown. Seattle revving up this crowd even more than they already were.
Whoa, Nelly, what a start for Creel and Melee Ridge. Seattle already bringing down the house. Laura Creel looking like that first-string quarterback. Underneath, hits Melee Ridge for 31 yards. Real quick, they almost had the first play of the game for a touchdown. Here it is a couple plays later on the board quick, Van Earl.
We talked about head coach Chris Michelson being so innovative in his offense. There are so many plays, over 100 in the Seattle playbook. That play right there executed beautifully by Laurel Creel, Melee Rich, and the entire missed offense.
Creel already looks like a different quarterback. She is in control of this team. The first pass of the game, the streak, the 9 route down the sideline was right on the money. And right there, she again right on the money with Melee Rich.
Seattle lining up for the points after going for 2 points. Fake handoff left side. Jessica Hopkins walking in. 8-0 Seattle. Too easy, Bobby.
Misdirection play to Jessica Hopkins, the all-LFL running back.
We'll see if Green Bay can answer. They certainly had the leadership of Annie Erler, who's always intense and prepared. Annie Erler's numbers from 2012. 4 TDs, 4 picks, not so impressive.
Annie Erler, she came off though. She was MVP up in Canada. She wants to play big tonight. She wants this game just as much as her coach Gilbert Brown does.
And she told us that her experience in Canada definitely boosted her confidence. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Chill from their own 15. Erler working from the shotgun. Immediately she goes to the air. No! The fake pass, the tuck and run. Look at this athlete take off and leave everybody behind. I saw a flag fly on the play at the snap of the ball.
Van Earl, this crowd is stunned. A basic quarterback draw right up the gut. Annie Erler splits the safeties, goes in for 6. Incredible start of the game for Green Bay.
There's the flag, here's the call.
Offsides on the defense, that penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Referee Jeff Sidoris with the call of the penalty against Seattle. Here are the starters offensively for Green Bay.
Jennifer Freund, center.
Danielle Jorgensen, tight end.
Callie Jiska, tight end.
Jessica Payton, wide receiver.
Cassie Anderson, running back.
Taylor Haywood, tight end.
Ann Erler, quarterback.
Green Bay lining up for the points after the handoff inside to Cassie Anderson, but a big stop by the Seattle defenders. So the points after the score, no good. Seattle still leading it 8-6. But wow, what an opening statement by Annie Erler and the Green Bay Chill. They're backing up the words that they spoke coming into Seattle. Annie Erler stunning this crowd. By the way, Seattle without Ricky Krieger-Zeier tonight, deactivated just hours before kickoff with concussion symptoms, a key loss for Seattle. Right now, let's take a look at the defensive starters for Green Bay.
Danielle Jorgensen, your defensive end.
Callie Jiska, defensive end.
Ricky Casey, linebacker.
Anna Hazeman, cornerback.
Jessica Payton, safety.
Cassie Anderson, defensive back.
Ann Erler, free safety.
1st and 10, Laurel Creel. The misdirection, the reverse to LaShonda Fowler. Pickup of 7 yards to the 22-yard line.
LaShonda Fowler showing why she's the fastest player in the LFL. She almost qualified for the Olympics, Van Earl. Another great call by Chris Michelson. Great misdirection.
2nd and 3, quickly Seattle snaps the ball. Little slant pattern, incomplete to Jessica Hopkins. It'll now be 3rd and 3 for the home team.
How about the speed that Seattle has? You got Fowler right there, then you come back with Jessica Hopkins, who herself won the 220 in the Jesse Owens games.
Seattle working with the no-huddle offense, staying on the ground, handing it off to Jessica Hopkins. A pickup of maybe 2-yard gain out to the Seattle 24 right at midfield.
Jessica Hopkins, she can do it all. She can catch, she can run. That's why she's all LFL. She's a workhorse. She trains all off-season long, 24 hours a day.
Big play for Seattle, 4th and 1 from the 24. Creel dropping back, dropping further back. just a little too tall for LaShonda Fowler. Ball falls incomplete. Will be turned over on downs to Annie Erler and Green Bay. Rockin' and rollin' start to this contest, 8-6 Seattle. We are back in the beautiful Pacific Northwest.
Too fucking possible. And why the fuck are we checking out a base? They're in a spread formation, check fucking base. Do we not know what the fuck that is? Wake the fuck up. This is
I love Chris Michelson, Van Earl. He is intense. He's getting after his team tonight. He doesn't want it to take the pedal off the gas. Seattle, they have 100 plays. Michelson's all over him for all the little details of every play.
And boy, he is a detail-oriented person, but what an opportunity right now for Annie Erler and the Green Bay Chill. Scoring on their first offensive play last possession, and now they have a chance to take the lead on their second possession of this game. We're early in the first quarter in Seattle, and the Chill is sending a chill through this ShoWare arena. 1st and 10 from midfield. Erler looking to the air, little screen dump pass to Cassie Anderson. Not a big gain, but a successful play. Time now to meet the defensive starters for the Seattle Mist.
Mela Rich, defensive back.
Shay Norton, defensive end.
LaShonda Fowler, defensive
Sheree
end.
Hyatt, defensive back.
Christine Moore, linebacker.
Carrie Warren, the middle linebacker. Jessica Hopkins, free safety.
At the Mist 23-yard line. Erler working from underneath center. Keeping it on the ground. Hand off to Cassie Anderson, but an unwelcome hello from the Seattle defense.
Cassie Anderson has to play big at running back. That's the problem right there, Van Earl. They don't have a stop running back to go behind Annie Erler. Annie Erler can run and pass. She does everything, but Green Bay needs a top quality running back.
A gain of only 1 yard. 3rd and 7 for the Green Bay Chill. From the shotgun, Erler looking to the air. Over the middle, caught! Beautiful play. Wait a second, I think they're signaling not a completion.
She dropped it, Van Earl, wide open. Wide open, unbelievable. Jessica Payton, their nickname nurse, she's nursing the football right there. Could have been a huge touchdown for Green Bay. She has to make that catch, Van Earl.
Absolutely. Green Bay Chill does not have as many weapons offensively as Seattle. They have got to execute on opportunities like that. So it's a 4th down and 7 for Green Bay from the Seattle 22. Snap. Play action. Erler tucking and running. She's got to pick up 7 yards, and she does not. Denied of the first down. Seattle will take over on downs. A really big missed opportunity for Green Bay on that incomplete pass and drop by Jessica Payton.
Gilbert Brown's got to be going crazy right now. That catch, that's the kind of play that turns games around. Instead of a touchdown for Green Bay, now they're on defense. Jessica Hopkins make a good stop right now. Now the Seattle juggernaut has the ball back again.
And they will take over on their own 17-yard line. Annie Erler in the Green Bay defense knows they need to come up with a stop against Laurel Creel and the Mist offense. Creel working from underneath center. Keeping it on the ground, handoff to Melee Rich. Didn't find anything initially. Busted out left side and picked up a big gain. 13 yards into Green Bay territory. Plenty enough for a first down for Seattle.
Van Earl, did you see that jump cut right there by Melee Rich? NFL backs do not make that cut. She literally stopped in her tracks, cut left, and made a big gain.
Back to the no huddle for the Seattle offense. 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 20. Creel tucking and rolling right. Going to the end zone. Oh, ran out of room. Intended for Sheree Hyatt. Little bit off the mark on the pass from Laurel Creel.
Actually, if she had a couple more yards on the sideline, Sheree Hyatt would have come up with the ball. That's why I love Michelson's offense. As opposed to Atlanta last week, they were one-dimensional. Watch the play-action pass on Seattle. I love it.
Here goes 2nd and 10. There's some misdirection with the handoff, the inside handoff to Christine Moore. A pickup of 2 yards, getting it down to the 18-yard line of Green Bay.
That's a variation of the old Statue of Liberty. Laurel Creel looks up. She puts the ball high in the air, looking to her right. Christine Moore comes around from the left. The old Statue of Liberty, Van Earl.
Still no huddle for Seattle. Playing the final minute of this first quarter. 3rd and 8 from the shotgun. Creel rolling right, tucking and running. Got a first down before being squashed against the wall and knocked out of bounds. But we do have a flag on the play.
Laura Creel is looking unstoppable tonight. You take Angela Rippon out of the equation, and she looks like she's a top quarterback. Her stock is rising, Van Earl.
Waiting on the call of the penalty from referee Jeff Sidoris. 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
During the run, holding, Seattle number 10. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, 3rd down.
So the penalty against Seattle, holding, and that'll back them up 10 yards back to the 22-yard line.
Wow, Van Earl. I've never questioned the ref's integrity, sometimes just his eyesight. I don't know about that call.
Well, you've never seen a penalty against the offense in your entire offensive life. 3rd and 18 for Seattle, as mentioned, working from the 22-yard line. Could be the final play of the first quarter. Double reverse, the toss-off to Jessica Hopkins. Big gain, looks like about 8 yards. And that will bring the first quarter to an end. But what an outstanding first quarter it's been. Seattle jumping out on top. Annie Erler and Green Bay answering. It's 8-6 home team. Back in Seattle where Lisa Liggett is with the Green Bay head coach.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with the Chill coach, Gilbert Brown. Now, Gilbert, this first quarter's looking pretty good. How are you feeling about it so far?
It's a dog fight, baby. We like to be in dog fights, and we're ready to fight.
Awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Back to you guys.
You gotta love him. I'll tell you what was his quote to us? Pressure breaks pipes. He's going to put pressure on Seattle all night and then bark after that comment.
Exactly. But I think he's going to have a lot of fun along the way, which is very important.
If you remember how he played with the Packers,
that's right.
He was intense, but he had fun too.
He was the gravedigger. All right, start of the second quarter, and it's a 4th down for Seattle, working from the 20. Creel back to throw, across the middle and caught. Beautiful catch by Cherie Hyatt, a gain of 14 yards, gets them into the red zone, and a first down. That's a pretty play.
That's the kind of play that can get Seattle in the LFL championship. Laura Creel in the pocket, 4th and 6, underneath like that to Cherie Hyatt. Cherie Hyatt right now, clutch plays. She plays like every play is her last. I love that girl.
So it's 1st and goal for Seattle, 6 yards away from the end zone. Again, a reminder to some of our newer LFL viewers, the red zone in LFL is the 10-yard line to the goal line. 1st and goal, here we go for Laurel Creel and the Seattle Mist. Creel working from the gun. The shovel pass inside to LaShonda Fowler. Another beautiful play call. Wide open into the end zone is Fowler. Touchdown, Mist.
Michelson's offense has all the cogs working together tonight, Van Earl, and it's essentially unstoppable. When they don't make mistakes, nobody can stop this team.
Seattle now lines up for the points after. So much variety in the play calling so far early on through a quarter plus of action here, Bobby. It's fun to watch.
Absolutely. The scheme versatility is incredible. Again, I don't want to put anything on Atlanta, because Atlanta should watch the tapes of Seattle. This is how an offense should look and play.
1 minute gone in the second quarter. Creel with a wishbone behind her. Faking it, rolling right. Little too far on the boundary. Pass falls incomplete, intended for number 12, Christine Moore.
Another good call off the wishbone look, a little bootleg right. Laura Creel actually could have ran it in there, but she wanted to throw another conversion through the air. But great offensive series for the Seattle Mist.
Seattle now leads it 14-6. Impressive offensively. Green Bay, too, has been impressive. 1 for 2 on their offensive possessions for getting it into the end zone. 1st and 10 for Annie Erler. Set up deep in the shotgun, and again going deep. Oh, my! Oh! Is it a catch? Did they rule it a catch or a drop?
Jessica Payton, I can't believe it. This is the second time of the night. A great play. They had a trip set. She's wide open on a post pattern. and Nurse Payton drops it again. Nurse Payton's got to take care of the football, concentrate, and score points. That could be 16 more points for Green Bay.
So disappointing she did not complete the catch. So now it's a 2nd and 10 for Green Bay. Again, working from their own 15-yard line. Erler from the shotgun. Snap off line, able to recover. Quick screen pass. Caught and complete to Cassie Anderson. Big hit at the end of that play from Cherie Hyatt.
Cherie Hyatt, she came in replacing Erica Smith, who left for free agency to Atlanta. Cherie Hyatt is actually a better cornerback than Erica Smith. Who would have called that? Because Erica Smith was great last year.
Now a 3rd and 7 situation as Shay Norton gives play instructions to her fellow defenders on the Seattle defense. Annie Erler with the play call, working from the shotgun. Fake handoff, rolling right, going to the air, caught complete to Anna Heisman. Gain of 5 yards to the 23-yard line before being taken down by Hopkins.
Anna Heaston, she was a great Australian player. She made the leap to LFL USA from Australia. Super athlete who likes Kerry Mander's racing team. She fits in good with Green Bay.
Big play for Green Bay. It's a 4th and 2. Shay Norton on the rush. Green Bay keeps it on the ground, hands it off to Cassie Anderson, but she is denied the first down. Seattle will take over. They continue to lead here at ShoWare Arena, 14-6. Annie Erler switches it over to defense after they came up a yard short on their first down effort, so it's first down now for Seattle. Keeping it on the ground, handing it off to Jessica Hopkins, left side. Not much of a gain before being taken down by Danny Jorgensen.
I love Coach Michelson's playbook. It's got over 100 plays broken down into countless packages. His West Coast offense made him the LFL Coach of the Year last year, Van Earl.
2nd and 7 for Laurel Creel and the Seattle Mist. They lead it by 8. Shotgun. Creel going to the air. Oh my, another missed opportunity for Green Bay. I'm not sure what Creel was thinking on that pass delivery.
I'll tell you what, Gilbert Brown, he has the defense working at a different level than they were last year. They're actually getting a handle on this massive missed offense. They're looking good tonight.
Cassie Anderson almost had a golden interception right there. 3rd and 7. Creel complete over the middle to Cherie Hyatt. Another quality play for the Seattle offense. A pickup of 12 yards and good enough for a first down.
Watch this. We talked about Cherie Hyatt on defense. Look at her on offense. She has better hands than Erica Smith. Just a great all-around player. They did not miss a beat bringing her in when Erica Smith left.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Seattle on the move. They've got a first down, and they've got it in the red zone of Green Bay. Creel underneath center. 3 fake handoffs. Creel tucking and running, going for the end zone, down to the 1-yard line.
You could never tell with rip and leave, and this is Laura Creel's team. She herself was injured, Van Der. I don't know if you knew that. Her shoulder, she's coming off of a bad shoulder, and she's not showing anything like that. Great run by Laura Creel.
That's a bad picture right there for Green Bay. Annie Erler shaken up on the play, having to leave the field. We'll keep a close eye on that one. Right now, it's 2nd and goal for Seattle from the 1-yard line.
Wow, that could be huge if Annie Erler's hurt.
Handoff, touchdown, Seattle. Melee Rich from 1 yard out takes it in, and Seattle is once again on the board.
Melee Rich right up the gut right there. That interception, that possibility by Cassie Anderson, again, could have turned this game around. That's 3 huge drops by Green Bay.
Absolutely. Right now, Seattle leads it by 14, 20-6. They can increase their lead to 16 if they're able to convert this conversion after the score. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Creel working from the shotgun. Looking for the throwback, pushed out of the pocket and taken down by the Green Bay defense. So the conversion fails, but the lead remains the same. Seattle 20, Green Bay 6.
Nothing there for Laura Creel. She did a good job there, just not throwing it up. She took the hit like that, but I'll tell you what, she looks great tonight. We saw her in the Pacific Cup. She was a little bit shaky up there. We didn't know if she was going to be the girl this year, but I'll tell you what, during the offseason, she has this offense down pat. She looks great.
It'll be first down for Green Bay, taking over from their own 15. See how many plays they're able to run before we hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. Erler from the shotgun. Looking over the middle, dude! And caught. Caught by the center, Hallie Jiskra. Oh my, the center is eligible in NFL play, and Green Bay made the most of that.
Nobody uses this play in the LFL. I don't know why, because nobody covers the center. She went right up the gut. Annie Erlo delivered a perfect pass for a touchdown. A great call by Gilbert Brown with the old center eligible.
And look at Shay Norton in Seattle. They're looking on their heels right now as we have hit the 2-minute mark. But what a fantastic play by Annie Erler, and especially the center, Hallie Jiskra. The center making a great catch to put Green Bay back in this ball game. The 2-minute warning. We'll be back with the conclusion of the first half after this. All right, if Green Bay can convert on this, it will be a 6-point ball game going into halftime, and that'll be huge for Green Bay.
This is a completely different Green Bay team than we saw last year.
Annie Erler working underneath center on this conversion try. The pitch to Cassie Anderson going for the corner. The second effort might have gotten her in.
I don't know, Van Earl. She hit the wall.
Did she hit the wall, or did the Seattle player hit the wall? Right now, the referees are calling the 2-point conversion good.
I think she was out, Van Earl. They called it good, but I don't know. We got Chris Michelson's going nuts right now.
And Chris Michelson is challenging this call. Again, the referees called the 2-point conversion by Green Bay good. Michelson is challenging, and here comes referee Jeff Sidoris with an explanation.
Seattle is challenging the previous ruling on the play that the extra point was good.
Okay, so Michelson is hoping the referees are going to see on the replay what he saw. Referees analyzing the replay. Bobby, I thought the conversion was good. Here's a look at the play in question, Bobby. What do you see?
Michelson thinks that Cassie Anderson hit the wall while she was in the arms of a Seattle Mist player, and she did. She was down. She hit the wall while she was being tackled.
And here is the call by referee Jeff Sidoris.
After review, the runner was into the wall before she crossed the goal line. No points are scored. Seattle remains to keep their timeout for the first half. First and 10 for Seattle on the field.
Wow, what a great decision by Seattle head coach Chris Michelson, Bobby.
That's why he is LFL Coach of the Year. He took Green Bay points off the board.
Absolutely. So now the correct score is Seattle 20, Green Bay 12, and Seattle has the ball to do what they may in the final 2 minutes of this first half. End around to Cherie Hyatt. Positive gain for the Seattle offense, out to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Michelson's offense, it's like watching the old triple Lindy. You don't know what's coming next. I mean, they throw 6 different players with the ball coming from all kind of points around the field.
Good gain by Hyatt, resulting in a 2nd and 3 for Seattle. Creel looking over the middle. Now looking for her second option, throws it away, intended for Christine Moore.
Smart play by Creel right there. There was nobody open. She got good pressure from Green Bay. Just threw it away. Let's go to the next play.
And the next play will be 3rd and 3, again from the 22-yard line. Clock stop now. It restarts with the resumption of play. Handoff as Seattle stays on the ground. Jessica Hopkins picks up a couple of yards out close to midfield, but it will be a 4th and 1 for Seattle.
What a play by 6'3" Danielle Jorgensen, bringing the house, the tallest player in the LFL.
Clock is ticking. 4th and 1 for Seattle. Going to the air is Creel, and the miss. Under pressure. Oh, it's caught. Pass was deflected, but Cherie Hyatt right there at the right time, resulting in a first down. Wow, that looked ugly, and it turned beautiful.
Great call by Gilbert Brown on defense. They brought the house. They had no protection in the backfield. Creel had nothing to do. She had nowhere to go, and they did not get the first down. Why not run the ball, Van Earl?
Doesn't matter. They got a good break, and they got a first down anyway as we approach the 1 minute mark of the first half. 1st and 10, 21 yards away from the end zone. Laurel Creel backing up to work from the shotgun. Showing pass, not finding anything, tucking and running. Ball knocked loose. Is it a fumble? It's a fumble forced by Danny Jorgensen. Green Bay takes over.
Danielle Jorgensen, the 6'3", she looks like Clowney from South Carolina. She's starting to play big. She's an old basketball player, but she just takes out Laura Creel.
I am overflowing with pride that you mentioned Jadeveon Clowney from my alma mater.
She looks like Clowney this
I love
series.
that. The Florida Gator in you, and you're still giving credit to the Gamecock.
Absolutely. Mist is going down in Gilbert Brown's eyes. They're playing some ball tonight.
So we got a 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Laurel Creel, who fumbled the ball, pulling for her Seattle defensive teammates to step up and deny Annie Erler and the chill. The shotgun snap, and Erler tucks and runs. Big gain for Annie Erler into Seattle territory. Plenty enough for a first down, and immediately Gilbert Brown and the chill called timeout.
Van Earl, who would have called this? Here it is, 35 seconds left in the half, and Green Bay is driving. If they score here, they could possibly take the lead going into halftime.
We'll see if Green Bay can convert right after this. So after the great game by Annie Erler, Bobby, it's a 1st and 10, 22 yards away from the end zone for Green Bay.
Annie Erler, she is a field general. I cannot believe they could possibly tie the game right now.
Working from the shotgun, Annie Erler looking to the air, going to the end zone. Oh, just overthrew Hallie Jiskra, another center-eligible play. It worked great last time. Why not call it again?
And she was open right there. I don't know what happened. Annie Erler usually on target. She threw it high. That could have been another score.
So now a 2nd and 10. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 31 and a half seconds left in the first half as Shea Norton tries to rev up the Seattle crowd.
They have them rattled. You saw Shea Norton. They're all confused on defense.
2nd and 10. Again, Erler going to the air. Pushed out of the pocket. Tucking and running. Right side. Fighting and breaking 2 tackles. Still alive is Annie Erler. Great run by Annie Erler. A pickup of 8 yards inside the 15-yard line. They'll mark it at the 14.
The clock's still going. What an athlete. An incredible run by Annie Erler.
Clock is ticking. They got to snap the ball. Annie Erler from the shotgun looking to throw it. Again, the pass rush. Erler going to the end zone. Caught wide open. Caught wide open is Jessica Payton. Oh, my. Touchdown Green Bay with bagels on the board.
Unbelievable play. Watch Annie Erler in the pocket. Big pressure. She breaks loose. Jessica Payton breaks open, wide open, and she catches the ball finally. Who would have called this? They got a chance to take the lead.
This is outstanding. Holy cow, Seattle cannot believe the situation they find themselves in. Right now, Green Bay 2 points away from tying this ball game. They were talking. They could not wait to get to Seattle to redeem themselves from the last time they played the Mist when they got waxed. And now they have a chance to tie it going into halftime if they're able to convert on the 2-point play.
Van Earl, this crowd is in shock right now. Literally, they're shocked. They don't know what's going on. Look at Michelson. He can't believe it.
Annie Erler trying to catch her breath after a frantic last scoring drive. Erler from the shotgun, looking to throw, looking. Oh, pass is incomplete. Jessica Hopkins picks it up, thinks it's a loose ball, and she's taking it back to the end zone, but it was an incomplete pass, Bobby.
She's trying to get points, but absolutely, that would have been close. That ball was on the ground. Hopkins, God bless her, she's trying to get the points for the defense, but it was incomplete.
That's the end of the first half. That's it.
Referee Jeff Sidoris confirming to Chris Michelson the 2-point conversion no good, so it'll be a 2018 Seattle game. He's got to be frustrated. Green Bay's got to be feeling very good. Let's take you down to the field. Lisa Ligon with the Seattle head coach.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with Chris Michelson. Now, this game isn't turning out exactly the way you expected. Tell me what's going on out there.
We're making too many mistakes. That's the bottom line. I mean, we control our own destiny. We're moving the ball at will in this offense, and we're making stupid mistakes. Our safety play is awful, and I'll definitely address that in the halftime.
Thanks so much, Chris, and good luck. Thanks, Van Earl.
He cannot believe how bad his defense is playing, Van Earl.
Green Bay has played great. Seattle leads it at halftime, 20-18.
Let me tell you something, guys. We are fucking playing awful defense. You fucking safeties, how many times do I have to tell you, get your fucking ass back? How many times do I have to say that? Are you guys just fucking retarded? Or are you just stupid? Which is it? What the fuck do you think back means? It means behind the deepest fucking receiver. We left the bench with 4 motherfucking seconds on the clock. Why were we in prevent anyway? I don't know what the fuck we were doing. There's 1 play left in the goddamn half, and we left the bench wide open in the worst possible spot, and that's called the fucking end zone. If you don't learn how to play defense in the next 3 fucking minutes, we are in trouble.
Wow. Seattle head coach Chris Michelson highly upset with his defense.
He should be upset. They played terrible. On the other hand, Green Bay was explosive. Annie Erler was all over the field. She started from the first play at scrimmage, a 35-yard run right through Seattle. She followed that up with the old center release, center eligible, 35-yard pass to Holly Gistra. And at the end of the first half, only seconds left, a 14-yard bullet to Jessica Payton. It could have been a lot worse if it weren't for 2 crucial drop passes by Jessica Payton.
This game is a whole lot tighter than many people expected. The second half should be fun to watch. Kickoff is next. Back at the ShoWare Center, second half kickoff moments away, but first, Bobby, we need to compare the 2 quarterbacks in this great contest.
Van Earl, both quarterbacks were very impressive in the first half. Laurel Creel, she had 68 yards thrown with 2 scores, but the real story was quarterback Annie Erler. She accounted for 95% of the Green Bay offense. Incredible. She had 59 in the air and a whopping 61 on the ground.
Lisa Ligon is down on the field with the offensive machine that is Green Bay quarterback Annie Erler.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm standing here with Green Bay Chill quarterback Annie Erler. Now, Annie, a lot of people wrote you guys off. They said the Mist were going to stomp all over you guys. That's not quite what's happened. You guys are only 2 points down. Tell me what's going on.
Nothing. We brought our game. We warned people that we are bringing in some hot rookies, and our veterans are stepping up and doing what they need to do, and we're executing our playbook like we planned.
Now, you took a pretty hard hit at the end of that first half. Tell me how you're feeling and exactly what the medical staff's telling you.
It's tiring. These girls are playing hard, and they hit hard, and we knew that was going to happen. Playing both ways is exhausting, but it's worth it. Medical staff said I'm fine. Obviously some tweaks and some bruises and things like that, but they're just going to check me after the game, but for now I'm cleared.
Thanks so much, Annie, and good luck to you. Back to you guys.
What an outstanding game, Bobby, and this is, as we mentioned earlier, a huge Western Conference matchup for both teams.
Who would have called this, Van Earl? LA's on their own winning the championships. Both these teams, Seattle and Green Bay, I think can run with Chicago.
Christine Moore kicking it off in the second half through the back of the end zone for the touchback. Green Bay on the field offensively first here in the second half, trailing by just 2 points.
Annie Erler, she's got 95% of the offense. That's incredible. It's a one-player show. She's doing it all tonight.
Absolutely, and we'll see if she continues to be a one-man wrecking crew or perhaps distribute the football a little bit more. 1st and 10, working from underneath center. Hand off to Cassie Anderson. All kinds of running room. A huge hole on the left side. 8 yards up to the Green Bay 23.
Great blocking at the point of attack. Danielle Jorgensen and the other 2 girls up front. Big hole right there for Cassie Anderson, and that's what they need. They need somebody to take the heat off of Annie Erler. Great run by Cassie Anderson.
Absolutely. They heard what you were saying. 2nd and 2 from the 23. Remember in LFL midfield, is at the 25-yard line. Erler working from the shotgun, looking to the air, looking over the middle. Oh, through the hands. Incomplete to Jessica Payton. She made such a great catch at the end of the first half. Now she's dropping them again.
The blocking up front is incredible. Jennifer Floyd, the center, they're picking up the blitz. I'll tell you what, Gilbert Brown has this line playing great on both sides of the ball. Seattle came with a blitz. Everybody was picked up by the offensive line of Green Bay.
Now a 3rd and 2 after the incomplete pass. We'll see if Erler and the Chill keep it on the ground or go to the air. Working from underneath center. The pitch to Cassie Anderson, right side. Not much of a gain, if any, at all. Taken down by Shay Norton, who's happy to share a few of her thoughts with Anderson after the whistle.
Shay Norton, she sheds the blocker right there. Great play. That's why she will be all LFL this year. Unbelievable play by Shay Norton.
So they gave her a gain of 2 yards, and that results in a first down. Great pursuit by Norton, but not quick enough, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Green Bay. The Chill offense continuing to rock and roll.
Tell you what, right now, Annie Erler has this team on a mission. Last year, they got destroyed by Seattle. In fact, Seattle was laughing on our interview. They thought they should have shut them out, but look at them now, Van Earl.
Look at them now is right. 1st and 10 from the shotgun. Erler looking left side, slant pattern through the hands.
Almost intercepted. A little pass underneath right there. It was almost intercepted. Another good call, though, by Gilbert Brown. They have this offense moving.
And it could have been intercepted, as you mentioned, as well. That was a scary play for Green Bay. So 2nd and 10 from midfield for Green Bay. Annie Erler with the play call in the huddle.
The way she's running it, you know what? I would just let her do it all. Let her pass, let her run. She's the only reason this game is almost tied.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. Erler tucking and running, picking up yards, trying to break tackles, and taking a knee to the head. That did not look good for Annie Erler. LaShondra Fowler with the tackle, but a painful takedown for Erler.
Wow, she's dazed right now, but what a play. Look at this. They came with a full jailbreak blitz. She breaks through, then takes a mean shot to the head. They might want to take her out.
A pickup of 5 yards got it into Seattle territory. You're going to have a whole crew of a lot of humanity to take Annie Erler out of a football game.
She's not coming out tonight. This is her game tonight.
3rd and 5 for the Chill. From the shotgun, Annie Erler looking to put Green Bay on top on the scoreboard again, running, pushed out of the pocket. Good pass rush that time by the Seattle defense.
Shay Norton, who else? She's playing like her favorite player, Matthews, in the NFL. She's a human sack machine. Shay Norton, great player.
A 1-yard loss, and now it's a 4th and 6 for Green Bay. They got to convert. Remember, LFL fans, no punting or field goal kicking in the LFL, so you got to go for it on 4th down. And right now, Green Bay needs 6 big yards to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. Pushed out of the pocket. Deep into the end zone, but well overthrown. Pass falls incomplete. Ball goes over on downs. Green Bay unable to convert. Seattle will have an opportunity next. So Green Bay now gets ready for some defense. Before we continue, we send it down to Lisa, who's with Shay Norton.
Thanks, Van Earl. Now, Shay, it's a lot closer than anybody ever expected. What's going on?
You know what? We really planned our defense by containing Annie and shoving it down her throat, and she's been bombing on these deep passes. So our secondary definitely has to get back there before the receivers do.
All right, thank you so much. Back to you guys.
I'm not sure it's just a secondary, Van Earl. The front line's not playing great. The linebacker's not great. The whole defense is not there tonight.
Now let's see what Annie Erler and the Green Bay defense can do to slow down the Seattle offense. Wide open running space for Melee Rich for Seattle. Big gain on 1st down, 8 yards into Green Bay territory.
Melee Rich, she's got that, literally, she has that SEC speed. She's making a name for herself tonight.
2nd and 2 for the Seattle Miss. Going to the end zone. Caught caught by Cherie Hyatt, 21-yard scoring play. Touchdown, Seattle. Talking a little trash as well after that score as Seattle lines up for the two-point conversion. A sense of calm has come over this ShoWare Arena, Bobby.
Tell you what, Cherie Hyatt, she is a hybrid, Van Earl. This place is going nuts again. I love watching this offense.
Lining up for the two-point conversion. Creel takes it in, keeps it herself. It's good. It's now a 10-point lead for,
Here we go, little fisticuffs. Wow!
Get a little chippy. Look out.
Straight shot to the face mask right there. It is a little chippy, but I like it. Seattle's back, the crowd's back. Here we go.
That will definitely get the crowd back into it, and Seattle has now built their lead back up to 10 points. Look at Chris Michelson. So intense, so fired up.
Michelson wants L.A. I know he's got to play through the schedule, but he wants L.A. bad.
Can you imagine the intensity level for Michelson and Creel and this entire Seattle team when they take on LA in their next game? Wow.
The way Creel's playing right now, it would be a lot of fun. She's playing like Salerno.
Annie Erler and Green Bay take over, trailing by 10 here in the third quarter as we hit the 3-minute mark. Handoff to Cassie Anderson, looking for some running room, not finding much at all, maybe picking up 2 yards on the play.
Another great play by Shay Norton. She works at a crab restaurant, and she put a claw move right on it right there. Little claw, Van Earl.
You like that, don't you? Again, still chippy out there. It'll be a 2nd and 8 for Green Bay.
Annie Erler, she needs this now. She had all the momentum going with her right after halftime. Seattle kind of took a little bit out. She needs to come back big now.
Green Bay, for the most part, pretty mistake-free football with a few pass drops, the exception. And it's picked off. Ball was tipped into the air, and Cherie Hyatt picked it out of the air. There is a big mistake for the Green Bay offense.
That could be the play of the game. Annie Erler, her biggest mistake of the night. She threw the post pattern into coverage. It got tipped up. That's why you do the tip drill right there. A great play by the secondary, a bad pass by Annie Erler.
And what a huge play for Seattle. Boy, did they need that to really retake and establish control of this game. Now Laurel Creel and the missed offense will try to make Green Bay pay for that grievous mistake. They take over, 1st and 10, 18 yards away from the end zone. Creel looking to throw quick. Instead, scrambling around, looking for some room. The shovel pass falls to the ground. That was a dangerous decision.
Actually, I love that decision. She's showing a little confidence in the pocket. She stepped up to the shovel pass. It should have been caught, Van Earl.
We do have a flag on the play, so we'll wait for referee Jeff Sidoris to let us know what's going on.
She might have been over the line. It might have been too close to the line of scrimmage. I like her thoughts, though. She had nothing, a little shovel pass, but it might have been over the line.
The quarterback was beyond the line of scrimmage. Even though she threw the ball underhand, that's still an illegal forward pass by the quarterback on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul and a loss of down. It'll be 2nd down.
You had the right call, Bobby. It was an illegal forward pass. A loss of 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 15 for Seattle.
I do love the way Laurel Creel is in the pocket. She's composed. She's just trying to make something happen. Went over the line of scrimmage. Playing great tonight, though.
Really in charge of the offense. Has total command of the situation, does Laurel Creel. Pitching it to Melee Rich. Nice run, breaking tackle, showing strength, and picking up 12 yards on the play for Seattle.
Did you see the way she cut back there? She's putting on Crystal Harris from Chicago and Mary Rose Roach from Philadelphia on notice to be the top back in the LFL.
A 3rd and 3 now for Seattle. They are on the move, trying to take advantage of the interception. From the 11-yard line, Creel looking to the air, rolling right, little dump off and caught by Rich. A pickup of 9 yards, threatening the end zone, getting it down to the 2-yard line.
Laurel Creel is doing what great quarterbacks do. Get the ball to your hot player. And Van Earl, Melee Rich, that girl is on fire right now. Unbelievable play. She let the rush come in, and underneath, Melee Rich makes another big play.
A penalty on Green Bay's defense. They were offside. It was declined by Seattle. Their drive continues. They've got a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Laurel Creel with the signal. Rolling right, little dump off, wide open, caught for the touchdown, Christine Moore. Here comes Seattle. Look out.
Christine Moore, she's worked her butt off this offseason to be a complete LFL player. Catching the ball, coming from the tight end position. Another good pass by Laurel Creel.
They're beginning to really establish control of this game and starting to pull away, frankly. Seattle doing what they were expected to do right now. It just took them a little while to get going offensively.
Offense isn't the problem. Defense is the problem. If they play like this against Chicago and LA, it's going to be a track meet.
Lining up for the points after. Hand off to Cherie Hyatt. Bulldozing her way into the end zone. The conversion is good. It's a 1-point conversion, so the lead will be 35-18 Seattle. While Seattle is taking a little while to get going here, Bobby, Green Bay really missed some golden opportunities to possibly be in control of this game. The receivers didn't help out Annie Erler.
Man, Earl, it would have been a completely different game. Jessica Payton, unbelievable, wide open. She breaks behind the secondary. The ball is delivered perfectly by Annie Erler. Dropped, should have been 6. Here we go again. Post pattern. Payton dropped, should have been 6 again. Post pattern right here. Anna Heisman, hands on the ball, incomplete. Same pattern, same deflection. Interception by Seattle. Should be a completely different game with Green Bay on top.
Final few seconds of the 3rd quarter. Let's see if Annie Erler and the Green Bay offense can once again find some rhythm and successfully complete those pass plays. It's a 1st and 10. Erler looking to throw. Heisman over the middle. This time she caught. She catches it. She hung on, and she picks up 22 yards into Seattle territory. Good for a 1st down, but that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Green Bay trying to rally. They are down 35-18, but they have one more quarter to go. Let's see if Annie Erler and the Chill can mount a rally. Back inside ShoWare Arena in Washington State. 8 more minutes of action. Right now, the Green Bay Chill trailing 35-18. Let's see if Annie Erler and her teammates can hike the comeback trail. 1st and 10. Inside Seattle territory. Nice dump pass. Caught and complete to Cassie Anderson, picking up a gain of 8 yards before being shoved out of bounds.
Annie Erler is such a veteran. She just sat in the pocket. Great protection up front by Green Bay. Out of the backfield, Cassie Anderson. She's having a good game. I'll tell you what, with Jessica Payton dropping all these balls, Cassie Anderson might become Annie Erler's go-to receiver.
Right now it's a 2nd and 2 from the 10-yard line. They're in the red zone. Annie Erler leading this Green Bay offense, working from the shotgun on 2nd and 2. Again, looking to throw. There's Hallie Jiskra, the center release. Again, another completion to the center and another touchdown for Jiskra. Nice play call by Gilbert Brown.
Gilbert Brown, he told us that pressure breaks pipes. I'll tell you what, Annie Erler delivers the ball. Right now, Green Bay is breaking this defense's pipes.
10-yard scoring play. Green Bay far from giving up. They are back in it, ladies and gentlemen. Great answer to Seattle's last touchdown.
Annie Erler does not give up. She's a gamer, man.
Lining up for the points after. Seattle maybe was beginning to think this game was over. No way, not a chance. Erler from the shotgun. Falls incomplete. The conversion is no good, but it's far from over with just a little less than 7 minutes to go.
Van Earl, you are so right. You can't, like I said, you cannot count Annie Erler out. There's so much time. She can score instantly like she did the first play of the game. You never know.
Green Bay back on defense and a big moment, a big series for the Chill defense right now, Bobby.
Danielle Jorgensen, that front line, they got to put pressure on Laurel Creel. This is a huge time of the game. They have to make a stop.
1st and 10 for Creel and the Mist offense from the 15-yard line. Oh, ball pick on the floor, but immediately picked up by Melee Rich. Oh, my goodness.
That could have been a game changer right there, Van Earl. That turnover could have brought Green Bay back. Look at Michelson. He can't believe it. Just protect the football, he's saying.
That pitch bounced right off the shoulder pads of Melee Rich, and fortunately for her and Seattle, it also bounced right back into her hands. Wow.
Wow is right. That could have been the ball game for Green Bay. Who knows how football is going to bounce, but that was a great break for Seattle.
Now a 2nd and 8 for Seattle. Creel looking to throw. Coming out of the backfield, the wheel route complete to Jessica Hopkins, still churning, picking up yards and picking up a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You gotta love the Seattle offense. Fake the inside handoff, swing the other back around the outside. I love watching this offense. This is what they need for Seattle. They need to kill the clock, and with this offense like that, you do it by passing and running, not just running.
I do love the Seattle offense, though. So innovative and creative. 1st and 10 for the Mist in Green Bay territory. Sticking to the ground. Jessica Hopkins, look out! She's in the end zone for the touchdown. A 21-yard scoring block.
Van Earl, you know I love the line, but it's so true. Big players make big plays in big games. Jessica Hopkins is a big-time player that knows how to finish off teams.
Wow. That was a great run. The Green Bay defense really failed on that play, and now Seattle goes for the points after the score.
They needed to stop, and they didn't get it.
The shovel pass, and it falls to the ground, incomplete.
I don't know about this defense, though, on Seattle's side. Somehow, Michelson has to get them together for their next game.
5 minutes to go here at ShoWare Arena. Outside of Seattle. Green Bay still with a chance. Annie Erler on 1st down, working from the shotgun. Over the middle and caught to Cassie Anderson. Good for her 1st down after picking up 11 yards on the play. Here come the Chill yet again, Bobby.
I am so impressed by the Green Bay front line. They're giving Annie Erler all kinds of time to throw the ball. Cassie Anderson just waits for the secondary to go back. The safeties go back. She comes underneath. And with that kind of time, Annie Erler delivers a shot right to Cassie Anderson.
That's a great point about the protection Erler has been receiving. 1st and 10. Erler showing run. Now scrambling around, looking to throw. Pass falls incomplete. Erler is down. Wow. That front line's getting after it. Let's listen into this big hit. It's getting nasty down there, Bobby.
Van Earl, Shade Norton and company, they're mad. They're getting after the #1 target right there, Annie Erler. She's limping around, but she's a gamer. She's not going anywhere.
There was a penalty. It was roughing the passer. That's 10 free more yards for Green Bay. So they will have 1st and 10, just 14 yards away from the end zone.
Chris Michelson cannot like this. Seattle's defense has not played good all game long. And here you go with a personal foul. Look at him.
You know that his defense is going to hear it from him later on. So the penalty results in the automatic 1st down. Again, 14 yards away from the end zone is Green Bay. And they're not going anywhere. Annie Erler working from the shotgun. Over the middle, caught to Anna Hazeman, touchdown, Green Bay. Wow.
Champions keep playing till they get it right. Anna Hazeman from Australia, the same pattern. They tipped the ball up in the 1st half. Great pass right on the money. Hazeman takes it in for a touchdown. Great call.
Seattle secondary very poor on that play. Now Green Bay lines up for the points after.
Never count this girl out. Green Bay is a totally, completely different team from when they got blown out a short year ago by Seattle.
So Erler and the Chill line up for the points after the score. Erler working from underneath center. Faking the pitch, looking to bootleg, but not finding any room. Still using their legs to stay alive, and here comes Shay Norton to finish off that conversion try. Shay Norton still getting after it. We asked her to wear a microphone. She's been wired up. Let's listen in.
Stop talking about Lola! Be there! Ah! Get loud! Boom! I'm not hitting her, I'm just getting up! I'm just getting up!
I'll tell you, Bobby, what really stands out to me about the LFL players and the league, the intensity. The players are just so intense. It's fun to watch.
It's really fun to watch. Shay Norton right there. You would never know she's coming off a torn quad. You know how painful a torn quad is? You can hardly walk anywhere, and she's flying around the field.
Seattle takes over, looking to pad their lead, which stands at 12 right now, 42-30. First and 10 for Seattle. Staying on the ground and all kinds of running room for Melee Rich. And look at her go into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
She is having a game of epic proportions. Unbelievable. Melee Rich. She's looking like Adrian Peterson tonight. That's just a basic handoff. Great blocking at the point of attack. And then she outruns the entire Green Bay secondary.
Great speed by Melee Rich, but you mentioned it, Bobby. Great blocking. Runs like that don't happen unless the blockers up front create those holes. That's what happened. Seattle, again, padding their lead as they line up for the conversion after the score.
That's one of their 100 plays. Again, I can't stress how this is a juggernaut. You can only slow down Seattle's offense. You can't stop it.
Creel from the shotgun on the conversion. The little sidearm delivery short of the end zone, so the conversion after fails, but the lead increases for Seattle. With just a little over 3 minutes to go, the task is approaching monumental standards for Annie Erler.
I can't believe the offense on both sides of the ball. I haven't seen an LFL game in a very, very, very long time with offenses racking up numbers like they're racking up tonight.
Very entertaining ball game throughout this contest. Green Bay now on offense. They'll take over with a first and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
Somehow this Seattle defense has to make a stop. They haven't done anything all night. Annie Erler's done everything and anything she wants.
Erler from the shotgun, again looking to throw over the middle and dropped by Anna Hazeman.
That's the third drop for Anna Hazeman. 3 drops right there. A drop to interception by Cassie Anderson and 2 drops by Jessica Payton. They have to learn to catch the football, Van Earl.
You can hear and notice the decibel level here inside ShoWare Arena is rising. The Seattle crowd, toughest for any visiting team to play in front of. Right now they're living up to their reputation. It's a second and 10 for Green Bay. Erler from underneath center. Double fake handoff, looking to throw, scrambling around. The safety valve to Anna Hazeman, complete and a gain of 7 yards.
The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. Annie Erler will never surrender. Never, Van Earl.
We've hit the 2-minute warning. Back with the conclusion right after this. LFL fans, join us next week from Atlanta for the Expansion Bowl featuring the Omaha Heart as they travel into Georgia to take on an Atlanta Steam team that is reeling from a 48-0 loss in their debut. We also have Annie Erler mic'd up throughout this game, and she had some choice words for the Seattle defense.
All day I'm throwing you, you fat fuck!
That's why a lot of people compare her to Brett Favre. I love that fire.
3rd and 3 for Green Bay. Big play for the Chill. Looking to throw. Oh, picked off. Natalie Sudi stepped right in front and picked it off. And wow, that is a huge play and a real killer of a play for Green Bay, Bobby.
Chris Michelson is so happy to have Natalie Sudi back. She took a year off. She had a kid last year, Van Earl. She's a great defensive player, as it shows right here. The Seattle fans are also happy to have Sudi back.
Not a touchdown. She went out of bounds before she could score it. So Seattle will take over in the red zone at the 5-yard line with a wonderful opportunity to really put this baby away.
Remember, Van Earl, if there's any ties at the end of the year with any teams, it comes down to point differential. Chris Michelson, even though this game is over, is going to try to score as many points as possible.
Absolutely. Shay Norton and all the Seattle Mist defenders feeling very good about their efforts now. As you mentioned, Bobby, they started slow, but they really picked it up in the second half.
They really did. Their defense just has to come up a little more.
First and goal, Creel rolling right. Pass off the mark. And incomplete to Christine Moore, so it'll be second and goal from the 5.
Good play by Laurel Creel. She wasn't open right there. Just throw it away, tee it up again, have another play, see what you can do.
Second and goal for Seattle. Keeping it on the ground. Jessica Hopkins left side, going for the corner, and she's got it. Touchdown, Seattle.
Great play up front by Green Bay, of all people. They had to rush on Jessica Hopkins. Look at this, nothing there. She takes it around all 6 players on her own with no blocking.
Now Seattle cruising right now and doing what many anticipated would happen in this contest. Their point total into the 50s, going for the points after the score.
I have to reiterate right now, that girl right there, number 1, looks like a completely different quarterback than she was last year when Angela Ripper was behind her. She has control of this offense. She knows what she's doing. Look out for her this year.
Couldn't agree more. Just playing full of confidence. The little pass, and complete and good. The pass to Christine Moore. The conversion is good. Seattle in complete control.
What a night Christine Moore has had. A lot of people don't know she's coming off a concussion. She passed all the tests, she qualified to play, and she's having a super game tonight. Christine Moore and Shay Norton, those two, watch out for them all year.
All right, let's see if Green Bay can finish on a positive note offensively at least. Here inside ShoWare Arena, the crowd rocking and beginning their celebration. Annie Erler scrambling right, tucking and running, getting it outside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 4 yards to the 19.
Annie Erler, that's the only girl on Green Bay that can do that. She has nothing there. There's nobody open downfield. She makes nothing into 4 yards. Somehow Green Bay has to come up with another element of their game. Hopefully it's going to be Cassie Anderson. She showed some signs tonight, but Annie Erler needs some help back there.
Well, not only Cassie Anderson, Bobby, but the receivers got to hold on to those beautiful passes that have been delivered tonight by Annie Erler. Just think about all the missed opportunities.
It's a completely different game. No question. Green Bay might be winning right now.
Second and 6. Erler looking to throw. Oh, there we go. Just what we're talking about. Wide open over the middle with Jessica Payton. She has had a tough game.
She really has. And you know what? There's going to be a point where Gilbert Brown might have to make a decision. I mean, like I said, Ocho Cinco, when he didn't get the system, he wasn't right upstairs and kept dropping passes up in New England. Jessica Payton is doing the same thing tonight. She might have to spend some time on the bench and regroup and get somebody in there that can catch the football.
Chris Michelson, head coach of Seattle, feeling a whole lot better than he was about an hour ago. 3rd and 6 for Green Bay. High snap for Annie Erler. The pass over the middle. This time it's caught to Cassie Anderson. 12-yard gain into Seattle territory.
But you know what, Van Earl? Look right there. Look at Michelson. If you know him, he's not happy at all right now. He wants to be winning by 60. He wants his defense not to give up anything because he knows later on in the season, this defense playing like this is going to catch up with him.
First down for Green Bay, trying to get back on the scoreboard. There's a look at Gilbert Brown, head coach of the Green Bay Chill, the former legendary Packer performer. Erler taking the shotgun snap, throwing over the middle and caught by Anna Hazeman for 4 yards, getting it to the Seattle 15-yard line.
Anna Hazeman, the second great player to come from Australia. The first one, of course, being Chloe Butler. Hazeman looked like she has that kind of talent.
Green Bay rushing back to the line of scrimmage. Now we got a timeout. Timeout called by Seattle. But this gives us a chance to look into the future as you take a look at Seattle's remaining schedule. LA, Minnesota, and Vegas.
And Earl, of course, Michelson wants to win them all. They did what they had to do tonight. They beat Green Bay, but the big one is their next game against Los Angeles. They somehow have to come up with a win.
And how about Green Bay's remaining schedule?
Green Bay goes Minnesota, Vegas, and then a big win in Chicago. There's no question, though, Gilbert Brown has to win them all to make the playoffs. He already lost tonight. He was trying to come up with a win. Didn't happen. Has to win all 3 now.
And you know, whether it's the NFL or LFL, whenever Green Bay and Chicago play, that's a big game. All right, it's going to be a 2nd and 6 for Seattle. Final 25 seconds of play here inside the ShoWare Center. From the shotgun, Erler looking to throw over the middle and caught by Jessica Payton. A pickup of 10 yards into the red zone. It'll be 1st and goal for Green Bay from the 5-yard line, but the clock is ticking. The quick snap, Erler looking to the end zone. Ball falls incomplete.
Jessica Payton, you got to hand it to her. She caught the ball 2 plays ago in traffic after dropping easy ones all night.
Time for one more play for Annie Erler and Green Bay. Looking to the air for this final play, plenty of time. Now not so much time, scrambling around, looking for some help. Caught for a touchdown on the last play of the game. And to who else? The most reliable receiver of the game, Hallie Jiskra.
You have to hand it to Annie Erler. She never gives up. The game's over. She scrambles around, and she finds Jiskra in the ends of the end zone. Annie Erler played a whale of a game tonight in defeat.
You gotta love that they truly never showed any signs of giving up. Scoring on the last play of regulation, even though the game was already decided. You gotta love that, man.
That's the way she was. When she was a kid, she played 5-on-5 football in the streets of Green Bay with the guys in the neighborhood, and she never gives up. I love the way this girl plays quarterback, just like Favre.
Of course, after the score, they got a chance for the points after, even though bagels are on the board. Erler taking the shotgun snap. Big rush at the end. Had to throw the ball away. So it's a final from ShoWare Arena in Seattle. The home team, the Mist, prevail thanks to a raucous second half, 55-36, using the help and support of their great fans inside the loudest arena in all of the LFL.
I love being here, Van Earl. The Misfits, look at them. Look at them all right there. This place is packed, sold out up here in Seattle. Incredible crowd, incredible great offensive show, but somehow Coach Michelson has to get their defense to play big against their next opponent, Los Angeles.
But their offense certainly looked outstanding in this dominating win over the Green Bay Chill. Lisa Ligon is downstairs with 2 key star players for the Seattle Mist in their victory.
Thanks, Van Earl. I'm here with Cherie Hyatt and Laurel Creel. Now, Cherie, most of the time rookies step out on this field with high expectations, but it doesn't happen like that for them. They got to get in the groove before they become vets. That didn't happen here tonight with you, Miss MVP. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling right now.
I've been feeling good. I mean, coming out with a win at home is always great. Having the Pacific Cup under our belt, especially as a rookie, helps a lot. But I couldn't do it without my teammates. I couldn't do it without the crowd, When our heads down going in the locker room at halftime, we came back out and they pumped us up. So I definitely didn't do it alone.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And Laurel, look, we talked a little bit at the beginning of the game, publicly criticized, people didn't think you had it in you, but I think you proved them wrong. How are you feeling about how the game went tonight?
Hey, we stuck it to them. We still didn't come out as strong as we wanted to, but we kind of fixed some things at halftime. We came out strong. We still got to work on some things, but, we got to move on to the next game and move forward.
Well, thanks so much, and congrats on the win tonight. Back to you guys.
Lisa, thank you so much. That will do it for us from ShoWare Arena in Seattle, Washington. For Bobby Huco and Lisa Liggett, I'm Van Earl Wright, thanking you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week from Atlanta for another edition of LFL Saturday Night Football.